Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of JonathanIsBadAtGames, where today we're going to be taking a look at Drawkanoid, which is the humble original for March of 2018, and essentially what you're going to be finding out is it's a lot like Brick Break, but much faster paced, and you draw the paddle instead of moving it around. Now, if you see a shape with multiple outlines, it takes multiple hits, and you earn gold for destroying the gold blocks. That's about all I figured out so far. You spend the gold on upgrades. I've got the wide paddle upgrade and a couple of, I believe these are passive upgrades. And then there's not there's not a whole lot to talk about. It looks really interesting, but one of the problems that I've found is it loses that the grip that a lot of games have with you, with your attention. It doesn't really hold my attention for very long. I played it a couple times to get used to it, obviously, because I have some power-ups and some gold, but it just doesn't, it's very, I don't think that it does what the regular Brick Break does better than the original Brick Break, and maybe that's just me. That's the best way to put it. It's, I feel part of what made Brick Break good was that there was a combination of tenseness, but there was also that good pace to it. It wasn't super fast, but it also wasn't very relenting. So there was this nice meditative feel to it, and this one's a lot less like that. It's very fast-paced, and you don't have a lot of opportunities to mess up. There's not a whole lot of zen to it. There's like a feeling of panic a lot of the times, and maybe that's fine for some people. But when it comes to the genre, when it comes to the Brick Break genre, it's not something that I really care for. I like the power-ups and the slow going. I mean, there are some games that I like that are faster paced. It just turns out that this one is not one of them. It looks interesting. I'll reiterate that the style is very nice and the speed is impactful feeling. But it's just not my cup of tea. There's not a whole lot you can really. It's either you're gonna like it or you're not gonna like it. And it's supposed to be an experimental title, of course. Oh god, that's weird. I hate it when it also hate it when it does that, but I guess you hate that in either. I'm sorry, I just woke up. I'm having trouble speaking. I need to stop recording these so early in the morning. Sorry for the awkward pauses. I'm trying to figure. Oh god, it's been a while since I've done one of these freeform first impression style nonsense videos. Well, I guess not nonsense. That's not really my word. Oh, what the hell? Why can you even do that? Another thing you can do is you don't have to wait for it to. You can draw if you're drawing the paddle, you can like raise it up into it, which is nice if you're impatient. I think what they were trying to go for was they were trying to reduce the amount of time the player's waiting to keep it constantly. Like keep you constantly on. I don't know how else to put it. Your attention constantly in the game. That's not quite the phrasing I'm looking for. Just hold on a second. Let me think this through. They're trying to limit the amount of time you have to spend waiting, I guess is the way I'd put it. There's not a whole lot of downtime. You're always on. The time that you would normally spend watching the ball go up and break the bricks is greatly minimized to just this high speed, high octane, very momentary couple of frames type deal. And it slows down when it gets to where the paddle is, so the focus of the game is sharpened, but it's at the cost of part of the aesthetic that makes the game fun, in my opinion. The upgrade system it's a little confusing. They don't seem to directly explain what's going on with that, though there is it's pretty okay to figure out. But the first time you buy an upgrade, I bought one of these passive upgrades, and I expected there to be a limit on. No, that's passive. So I'm not really see. That's what I'm saying. Like these are gold upgrades, I guess, over here, and over here are the three main upgrades. I don't know. These are upgrades as well as this one, but this one's over here for some reason. I have no idea. I thought maybe over there would be the active ones, but I just realized that the wide paddle is not an active one. Maybe it has to do... Oh, fuck. Maybe it has to do with which ones change the foundation of the game, such as the wide paddle kind of changes it because it's a lot safer to play that way. You have more room to work with. Maybe it's that's all I can really think of. The other side's gold, which doesn't really affect the game beyond beyond how much you're getting per round, and therefore buying more upgrades. So in that sense, the sharpness is kind of dulled. I don't really see what's going on here. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. There's I keep going back to that. There's just, aside from the aesthetic and the style and the stylistic differences from the main point of the genre, there's not really a whole lot going for it. I'm not even sure what these bosses are supposed to be. They look like video game characters, but you can't even see it when it drops down. So is that just there to be there? Is there a purpose for that? Oh, does it? As the levels progress, does the slowdown affect it less and less? It seems so. Interesting. Not super interesting, but still pretty interesting. Better slow. Permanently amplifies the effect of the slow field, giving you more time to respond to each shot. I don't know if I need that. Okay, so red must be active. Green must be... green is also active. So colors mean nothing. Unlocks. Okay, so it tells you what it unlocks. I'm thinking... No, because that's... No, that's not... Okay, so these are permanent passive upgrade. Well, is that not a permanent... Okay, so permanent passive upgrades versus temporary passive upgrades. As seen here. This one's white. So we can buy these purple ones, and the purple ones will go over here. Extra gold. Why not? The more gold we have, the more upgrades we can buy and see what's going on here. I don't really know. I need to get an active one, I suppose, would be my next my next goal here. The one thing I will say though is for a humble original, or not for a humble original, but looking back at the humble originals of the past, like when they first started, it seems that they're getting a lot more polished. Like there are a few that have really good polish, but not a lot of depth to them, like Crescent Bay, I believe it was called, and I can see that fucking green glowing face, but I can't think of the name, by the same developer. That was essentially a clicker game, but not. Oh my god, that's gonna bother me. Crescent Bay, because I was really excited to play it, and then it was a really disappointing ending. I hate talking about games that I'm not playing, so I'm going to try to move on from that as I sit here and try to figure out. Oh my god, I can actually see the face, my dudes. I don't know why I felt the need to say dude there, but I did, so we're going to stick with that. I can look it up afterwards, I suppose, but that's not really satisfactory. You guys know that feeling where it's just right on the edge of your memory, and you're like, oh, I could find that out later. But I want to know right now is the feeling that I'm... Good lord. I'm upset that I remembered Crescent Bay and not this one, because I like... Well, I guess I liked Crescent Bay a little bit better. And as you can see here, we got the... Oh! We got the money from the single bounce combos going on there. I remember it was a job simulator. I remember the title Job Simulator. And it was a really abstract game with the faces. Or with the robot. Yeah, the robot faces all over the place. Anyway, the humble originals have been really a lot more polished lately and complete. Like, this feels like a complete experience, albeit a simple one. A simple, complete experience. It's not got a whole lot of depth to it, but for what it is, it looks really polished. And I haven't found an issue so far, aside from stylistic differences that might just come down to personal taste. Oh wow, that was a lot of gold. I just got a lot of gold. Well, maybe we just found an issue, and that is once you buy the gold upgrades, you essentially just have all the gold. And I know this is enough for... I just hate losing. So even though I have enough gold, I'm going to continue playing instead of just getting to the point. Oh, there we go. There we go. And those things that break into a lot of smaller balls, ooh, do an excellent job of giving you that bounce combo. I'm probably going to cut this one up because of how much I've been rambling. And there's not much more going on than what's happening, but so that's I'll just end that statement there, I guess. I'm so bad at talking in the morning. I'm sorry, you guys. Also, the situation with my headphones is so bad right now that I can't actually hear the game audio coming through my headphones. But I can still, fuck. Alright, so now we're here. I still don't know what these different colors do. The purple ones are obviously these passive gold generation ones. I guess that's the only... That one's... I guess we can buy two, actually. I should actually upgrade two of them. Damage as well. Okay. Sharp shot. Alright. Apparently I can buy a whole lot of things. I guess we'll just spend money until we don't have any. Isn't that life? That's life right there. Trick shot gold and trick shot blue. So they definitely got some stuff going on here. Let's see. See what this is like. I don't know how to activate these. Oh, I guess it just activates on charge? That's what it's charging up. I guess it'll tell us in the tutorial. Hopefully. I'm not sure we really need the aim. That seems like a convenience thing. But then again, maybe that's for speedrunners who want to minimize their time or something. Oh, yeah, you just click on them when they pop up. That's a little weird and a little unnecessary. Damage one. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how useful these things are. I'd like a penetrating one, just so there's not as many bounces and you can kind of go through them. I don't know how many brick breaks you guys have played, but a lot of them have the fireball, and you can just burn through everything. Maybe that's against what this game is going for. I'm not sure. Maybe that comes later. There seem to be quite a few power-ups, and there seems to be some strategy involved in what you pick. Oh god, I got a burp. I got morning burps. I feel like I'm not doing very good. I feel like all of my good commentary has been used in the first 30 seconds of the video, and now it's just me rambling on. Just being a rambling dandy. Not even sure what that means. What is a rambling dandy? Oh boy, I love these. These sure are my favorite things to deal with. I guess those just perpetually stay on? No. Okay, so that's gone away now. I guess they charge on brick break and not brick smack. Otherwise we might have a... Maybe if we can penetrate one of these blocks, it'll bounce across the rest of the blocks. But by that time we'll have weakened all the other blocks, so it won't be as satisfying to watch. Come on. Oh good, now we're just bouncing on up to the second row. It's lost a lot of its satisfying moments from the original Brick Break is my biggest issue. And it doesn't seem to replace them with anything other than spectacle. Which I suppose is what I'm complaining about, is it doesn't have the base level interest that I crave. The slow, satisfying destruction of all the bricks. But I don't really have any complaints for it other than the purely aesthetic. As far as mechanics go, it innovates in that regard. It seems like it would be a fun tablet game. Or maybe an iPhone game, I'm not sure. When I think iPhone, I just think of a really small screen, and I don't imagine fast pace plus small screen where you have to draw. I don't think that would be very good. But then again, I don't use an iPhone or a touch phone at all for that matter. So, can I really complain? Maybe that penetrates. Oh, I missed a gold brick. Not sure how much that matters. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of editing coming up in this. Ah, fuck. Seeing a lot of editing coming up in this video. Oh, fuck. Okay, shop. That's another activatable. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that about does it for me. This has been Drawkanoid, which was developed by QCF Design. It's an interesting little game, but there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of quality to it. It's pretty, you see what you get, so if it interests you, then it interests you. If it doesn't, I'm not sure there's a whole lot left to explore. Maybe it gets a little deeper with the upgrade system. I'm not sure. But based on what I see, it's just not substantial. It's very interesting in that it's exploring the mechanics of a genre, but beyond those very basic changes to the formula, it doesn't really innovate a whole lot, and beyond stylistic choice, there's not a whole lot of substance to it. But it's fun enough, I suppose. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Remember that failure is not the worst case scenario. To glow on with your bad selves and stay awesome.